Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on your time zone. I'm Ashraf Gamal, the CEO of Hawkamah. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Hawkamah's 14th annual conference. On behalf of myself and the team, we hope that you'll have a very useful and informative event for the coming 2 days. Thank you so much for being with us. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce our chairman, His Excellency Dr. Ahmad Al Shaikh. Dr. Ahmad has been one of the great supporters of Hawkamah and corporate governance, and he has massive experience, and he is a chair and board member in so many different influential organizations. It's my pleasure to introduce him to give you the welcoming speech. Dr. Ahmad, the floor is yours.
Dr. Ashraf, thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as Dr. Ashraf said, to your time zone. In this session, first of all, I would like to say, ladies and gentlemen, as a chairman of Hawkamah, it is my honor to welcome you to this Hawkamah annual conferences. The idea behind our annual conferences, as you know, it is to take stock of global and regional governance, development, and I'm sure you would agree with me, there was no shortage for such development during the past year. COVID has dominated the headlines. The pandemic has swept the world, having a devastating impact. It has radically changed the way people live and work around the world, and COVID became a great equalizer, if you could say so, hitting rich and poor people alike. However, it hit vulnerable people more. The pandemic has also demonstrated that companies do not exist in a vacuum. There is a surrounding environment. They are linked to their stakeholders, to their employees, to their customers, communities in which they operate, governments, as well as other entities around them. If the pandemic has shown anything, it has shown the importance of each and every stakeholder group to a company's ability to function, let alone thrive and succeed over the time. Global pandemics are not new. There's so many breakout has happened in the past. However, this pandemic raised interesting question about risk management in such environment, which has hit the world into surprise circumstances to a lot of us. The pandemic has also accelerated digital transformation, which is one of the things that we are today living through, or using it as a medium to transfer and the knowledge and the expertise, as well as the communication. That has brought with it new growth opportunities. A lot of tech and IT's opportunities has accelerated during this time, as well as associated risk. A lot of risk has also took place during this time. The pandemic has forced corporate boards to face a string of difficult decisions. Those who has been in boards, I'm sure they have, during the pandemic, they has faced a lot of uncertainty. COVID has been an acid test for boards on their maturity, on their decision-making process, on their robustness of their strategy process, on the strength of the board management relationship, on the efficiency of the crisis management process, on their employees' engagement, on their corporate culture, risk management, and many other areas which has been tested during this past years, as the pandemic hits all of us. The pandemic has also helped to illustrate the need for strong board processes. I think we are starting to get a better understanding of what corporate resilience looks like. And I think the pandemic has made it clear to all stakeholders that the role of the boards is to foster such corporate resilience. This is what we are here to discuss in this year's annual conferences over the next 2 days. We look forward to hearing the views of our expert panelists from all over the world, and we look forward to engaging all of our participants in this discussion. I cannot finish my speech without thanking who made this event possible: the panelists, speakers, and sponsors. We encourage you to visit sponsors and get in touch with them. Special thanks goes to Professor Stephen Davis and the co-chair of Hawkamah International Advisory Board, and Mr. Philip Armstrong's Hawkamah board member for their vast contribution to the success of this event. At this joint, I once again say thank you and hope that you will be enjoying this session over the 2 days. Thank you very much.